All right, Chris, I'm ready for this one. It's time to light this stage up green. And coming to the stage first is who you all been waiting for. Get ready for those boys from the south. Here comes OpTic Texas. Show some love to Bruce. Give it up to Huke. Get loud for Ghosty. And here comes Shotzzy. It's OpTic Texas.
This is a championship team that just wanted to wait till champs to turn up. Last tournament, uncharacteristic, they got double 3-0. So they know they still have a ton to prove. When they are rolling through squads, it is through those SMG players. I'm looking at Huke and Shotzzy to have a dominant performance. They've won a world championship before. They know what it takes. Let's bring out Boston and see if they can spoil it.
Let's see if they can spoil it, and it's time to hack the stage. Get ready, into the breach we go. Las Vegas, I give to you. You know what? I can't do this on my own. So I'm gonna bring out somebody just a bit more yoked. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Doug Sensor Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your 2023 Boston Breach! Awakening, Kremp, Snoopy, Bance!
I know everybody has been awaiting this matchup, not only to see Snoopy, but to see the Boston Breach that we are going to get today. And my eyes, they're all going to be on Beans. The kills are there. The engagement is there for Boston Breach, but where is the leadership? I'm looking at him to step it up in that main AR role. This is the Battle of the Jedi, and it's time to see which green team comes out on top. Let's get it started, Blaze.
Oh, Allie, I love that one. The Battle of the Jedi. But this stage is lit up green. Las Vegas, you ready? Let's toss it to our casters. It's Miles and Chin.
Thank you very much, Guy. Wow, what a welcome, what an intro. Boston certainly got a couple of boos, but Doug saved them in the end. You could always count on Sensor.
I mean, that's got me gassed, right? That's a nice little surprise to get the blood flowing and get everything pumping, because I tell you, these two teams, as loud as it is going to get, everybody's going to be challenged, including the crowd.
It's very loud in here indeed. The Thomas and Mack Center here in Vegas, only day one of COD Champs here in 2023, and already off to an electric start. Well, OpTic Texas, Boston Breach Champs, they've met up a few times throughout the year, but we are going to have all eyes on the young rookie, on Snoopy. His debut, there has never been deeper waters here in the CDL.
I mean, it is truly an unbelievable situation to be rolling up on main stage for the first time against OpTic with a crowd like this at Champs. This is an incredibly unique situation, an opportunity to see if they can thrive and, you know, try to take over. And again, the maps that we have on this series, it is fantastic for both of these teams. On Hotel Boston, the ARs, they have been dominant throughout stage 5. So watch Beans, watch Awakening, of course, as a unit for OpTic. 15-4 record on this map. Oh, do they love Hotel.
Well, we're going to see next level gunny in this series. And for those of you at home wondering what we mean by that, pure gun skill, fantastic fights ahead of us. We're going to see it all here in this series. We start things off on Hotel.
And look, my early prediction is this series goes the distance to a match 5. One of these teams might break the kill record because everybody ready to slay in this lobby. Let's see what this new rookie can do.
There is nothing quite like it so far. Green Wall in strong attendance here in Vegas. But off to the races we go. It's Hardpoint and it's Boston in first.
And that is a nice fight for OpTic Texas as well. I know if you're a rookie, I know if you are feeling the pressure, you need to get the kills flowing to get the vibes going as well. Nice little bounce back for Boston, and there you go. Snoopy's on the board.
Snoopy's on the board. Well, in Hardpoint, we played first at 250, and as well, there's a roar for every kill. The most important thing is the score. We'll see that slow but surely climb up. And it's the particularly Texan side of green so far.
Yeah, one thing OpTic was certainly missing at the last major was those rotations, was the calm communication to put yourself in good spots. And well, they might be getting shot down. Snoopy flies through and picks up a 2-piece. The rotation all ready for Boston, making moves towards P2.
Yeah, Boston will be the white arrows on the mini-map, and so far, big wins from them all across the board. aBeZy with another huge. That's the second. Here comes Huke, silently towards the point. Snoopy reads him. Lead change, Boston.
Yeah, make no mistake for Snoopy and everyone on Boston, the mechanical skill is absolutely gonna be there. The gunning that is in this lobby is out of control, and the kill feed is out of control. 4-man white for Boston. They're gonna get so much time.
The 4 spree for Snoopy, and I must admit, so far so good for the Wonder Kid. He joins the roster late into the season. Will it be enough? 20 seconds remaining here on the second hard point. We go over to the other side of the map in a moment.
And OpTic are challenging this as well. They're trying to fight for the final bit of time. You have to be careful about how you work it through, but with the back spawns open, you take away an extra few seconds, and OpTic very much stable on the rotation. So a 30-point game at the moment, but OpTic will be in firm control of Kitchen. You got guys like Shotzzy pushed out all the way back towards back plat. So right now OpTic in control to bounce back.
OpTic to Kitchen first. Snoopy now on the approach. Can he get the break for breach? Whoa! Gets Dashy into the point, he flies. Finds himself Huke. OpTic still hold it. 3 players on the point, time's there.
And it's a moment like that, right, for Boston. A lot of gunny, but then just flies in for the chow, and there's no actually play being set up for that break. And now for Shotzzy, has some intel, set up for the kill, but Boston right now, oh, they're shooting.
Oh, here they come, Kremp and Beans. It's not a southern delicacy, it's a hard point break for Boston. They're in, Awakening, can't take down Big Bruce. The final kill comes through, 22nd to OpTic.
And that is a bounce back that you need from Dashy. Couple players on OpTic, honestly, getting gunned, but you hold on, and just like that, you take the lead. So one strong hold on Kitchen, OpTic right back in this game. And more importantly, ahead of the rotation, 2 players though get gunned down, and Boston, they'll be in the hill first, but Shotzzy, he is behind enemy lines.
OpTic Texas with a slight lead going into the bar hard point. Shotzzy now from behind. Would he be able to catch Snoopy? And the rest of Boston, as they've now got the time. Here comes the hit. Finds one, the second. Kremp with the third there, trades it down. Open hard point for now. The foot race is on.
Yeah, that's the difference between good gunning and good comms. They were completely unaware that Shotzzy got behind him, and little mistakes like that go a long way, but it is still a square up around the point. And Ghosty, entry man with an AR, getting the job done for the moment, has the coverage as well. TAC 56 is dominating the feed. OpTic looking strong.
30 seconds remaining on bar. Shotzzy there with the covering fire as OpTic looking to soak the remainder. Huke and Dashy the feed. 20 now to go. Across map we fly towards the restaurant. 3 drinks are done. Now it's time for dinner. And Ghosty starting to get things going. It's a 4 spree for him.
It's a spree right now for everyone on the side of OpTic. The kills now going their way. They have the lead, and they are maybe a little ahead of this rotation. Dashy be the first towards the point. Shotzzy's going to be there for the help. You got carpet covered, and this is just straight chow. There's no flanks coming through. This is all gunning.
It's going to be a headbutt. No one in the point just yet. OpTic first toes in. Kremp with the nade. Here comes Ghosty trying to slow him down. Beans taken care of. Dashy, whoa, no more bullets remaining. 2 HP. Snoopy now with a pinch. Shotzzy cuts down 2. Hard point, OpTic.
And now it's going to be impossible to weed out. You're going to chow with the stun, but still impossible to kill. 4 kills free for Shotzzy. Trying to keep these players at bay. The quick chow, not good enough. There's number 5.
Boston flying forward. It's over to Snoopy. He finds himself one. Ghosty with the trades. Lovely teamwork from OpTic Texas as their wheels are turning. Wonderful hold here on Kitchen as they push the lead forward.
And this is so much time that OpTic's going to get as well. So they are running the lead up and out. These are nice kills for Boston to be getting to try and secure that rotation, but you are down by so much. OpTic OpTic, they are in firm control.
OpTic running the show on Hotel so far in map 1. The gameplay good. Let's listen to the comms.
I saw
He's on me default.
I just want stat. I'm gonna play through mid. I'm gonna play through mid.
What's default?
I have the Røkkr gauge.
He's cutting mid somewhere.
What default? Default 1 HP. What default, guys? Default 1 shot. Yeah, default 1 shot. No. Default.
Alright, white block away.
What's default? Other guys hop on. Nice. Yo, one guy's
Default on pool. Default on pool. Let's go pool. Default on pool. Heard you. Let's just flood.
I think I'm gonna go pop.
Here, watch my cat, Brendan, if you can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pinch cat.
Literally sit on play. Yo, no, what's my pitch?
One guy's pitching top cat. Yeah, top cat dead.
What's up, pitch?
I'm watching top cat.
Deep waterfall.
Deep waterfall, I'm ignoring that guy. He's gonna go back steps.
Yep, he's gonna go back there with the Simp. Let's go.
Back hitch, one shot, back steps. Back steps.
One is going last hit. Yo, last hit.
Side kitch.
When he gets to Røkkr, last hit. When he gets to Røkkr,
Turn around.
Side
kitchen, top head, okay? Heard you.
What's the top end of me?
White time's good time, Brendan.
He's
Good play.
inside kitchen.
He's back, let's go. Plat really weak, Brendan. Plat on you, flanking you, Brendan.
Yo, one more time. He's default beans.
I'm gonna rotate you, make sure we play north 2. I'm
Side kitchen now, he wait.
Front double stand.
Yo, right side window. What's
Default so he ran pull heady.
I need a white watch that. Alright, one more pool heady. I killed him off time. One's pool heady and then we're missing one. We're missing beans.
Who are that?
Nice. They're gonna be doubles and beacon. I have the right.
Top cat. Can you push that kid?
Fantastic listening to OpTic Texas there. We're looking at the stats and Ghosty, 19 and 14, over a minute of hill time chance, and he's calling all the shots in game.
I was about to say, main Slayer, Hill Kitten, and this guy is directing traffic. That's the player you wanted to see bounce back from the last major. Ghosty right now is on point, and OpTic are loving it. Got a nice lead. Still though, Snoopy proving to be a menace on the map.
We see the first set of hard points complete. Now we go back to the middle of the map. We do it all again until somebody gets to 250. Huke, though, looking towards P2. Can he get any more kills out of this? No. Reach with a pinch. They've got the spawns for next. They break 100 points as well. Now, can they hold on to that side of the map?
Oh, these are big gunfights as well for Ghosty. One more, and he's going to break P2 for free. But Beans actually gets shot by Dashy, so there you go. OpTic, full control of the rotation. They got P2 unlocked.
They're in control. They've got the setup. Here comes Breach through the middle. Awakening finds his first. Over to Ghosty from the stairs. No one home just yet. Hard point time ticking. Here come Beans, Kremp, and Awakening on the inside. Snoopy right through the middle. Still time ticking for OpTic. Looking at the 200-point mark. No one on the contest yet. Here comes Huke. Finds one. Trades are in. Shotzzy trying to watch the cross, but nobody home. As Breach make the break. Shotzzy keeping the play alive.
How long can it last for? The last man standing. He's gone and out of here. OpTic, a dominant performance right now on Hotel. Talk about a way to set the tone.
Beans flying forward. Dashy finds another one. And the hard point is still back and forth here. Ghosty, last man. Standing. Gets two. Over to Snoopy. Gets two of his own. Trade still going down. Final 10. OpTic can't win it here.
I mean, this is just too big of a lead right now from OpTic. Yes, Boston have the rotation, but everybody right now for OpTic Texas, they are frying. They're working together. 3 players going to be set up. Make it all 4 going through restaurant. Boston have to be perfect from this point on.
Beans in Beans. Awakening trying to cut down the reinforcements. Finds one. 2 over to the kitchen side. Beans has to hold the line alone. Nades now as Boston Breach hold on for the push. Trophies out. Here comes Shotzzy. Shotzzy versus Beans, shoulders thrown. Damage dealt. Nerves are getting there. The contest is inside the kitchen. The battle brought ever closer. We're burning time here. OpTic are in! OpTic are in! Awakening trying to stay alive. This could be game.
Playing with their food. OpTic are gonna get it done. Kremp, the last man around the kitchen, has to thrive to try to make a play, but it's contest time that you are desperate for. Maybe gonna force that rotation, but 13 seconds away. OpTic gonna take map number 1, and they already have that rotation.
Their rotation done. We are very much at the business end of the hard point here on Hotel. Rotation towards the bottom right-hand side of the minimap. OpTic, all bases covered. What can Snoopy do? The rookie now from behind. Catches one. Not every corner has been checked, though. He didn't get shot at. He's got to get on the point to save the team. He gets the break. He's alone, though, waiting for reinforcements as Boston are in. Dashy from top bed. The fight continues.
Okay, well, it is going to be a fight from this point on. Boston looking to be nearly perfect and in good spots right now for a moment. No flanks coming through. Everything just dealing with the front and a team kill from OpTic. Boston still alive.
Holding it all together. Snoopy finds another big one. It is not over yet. Over the top, though. Huke managed to catch him out. Kremp's got to go big. The pinch is there. It's 11 points for the win. OpTic are in the hard point. Awakening dealt with. Here comes Beans. Ghosty fries him. final 5. Snoopy gets onto it, and it's not over yet.
I mean, you're just waiting for this levy to break right now. OpTic, they can play for the scrap, they can play for the roto, they can get the time right here. Someone's got to shout, you can't get it done. In OpTic Texas, take map number 1.
1 down, 2 to go. A strong showing off the rip there from OpTic Texas. Snoopy, a very tough debut here in the CDL.
I mean, this is not an easy place to start. And honestly, from the jump, you had Boston Breach playing well. OpTic did not care. They were on point on the rotations. Quite literally, once they got in the kitchen the first time around, they basically never looked back. And again, Dan Ghosty, what a pickup for this team. Main Slayer, minute 45 in the hill, and even his comms are amongst the best in the game. You would expect this guy to be a veteran. It's his 4th tournament at the pro level.
Well, he's got 2 second places, dip out, someone towards the bottom. We'll see what he can do at his very first ever CDL chat. So far, so good though. Map number 1 in the books, OpTic Texas, they take the lead. As now, we take a look at the highlights.
I mean, it's just completely on point like the entire way through. Honestly, one of the most impressive moments I would say from the side of OpTic is like the break they had on the kitchen where you had that standoff between Beats and Shotzzy. It's just not a clean setup for Boston, where it's your ARs that are pushed up looking for the kills, and you're leaving your SMGs to the back line. So Shotzzy was able to play with the food. You saw Huke was the guy able to pierce the setup through the middle, and it's just clean and efficient teamwork. That is OpTic at their very best.
One thing we expected coming into this matchup, again, the gunfights, both teams extremely strong. Individual prowess alongside that fantastic teamwork. That's what's really going to separate these squads. So far, OpTic Texas, they've got it in spades. A lot more time, a lot more experience as a squad, and it certainly showed there in the opening map.
And this is going to be a very dangerous and peculiar situation for Boston Breach as well. Obviously on Hotel, it's one of their stronger maps. You go to map number 1. Now we go to Mercado S&D for map number 2. That has been Boston Breach's auto veto all year long. They have only played it 3 times throughout 5 stages. And of course, OpTic, they're no stranger to Mercado. It's a square up 50-50 map, but OpTic certainly have the experience.
A lot of experience. See if it pays off. Mercado, a bit more of a particular map. We'll see how the strategy plays out. As we look across our maps and modes, Desk went over it, but Mercado S&D can be a coin toss. We'll see what happens. Again, all the tricks come out of the playbook here at Champs. You can't take any of it with you into the next game. You've got to leave it all here on the field.
Already though, that has to feel so good from OpTic Texas, right? You get double 3-0'd at the last major. You feel a little bit of that pressure coming in at Champs. As soon as you get one out of the way, you just fist bump and say, hey, we're back. We are right in form.
There we go. S&D coming up next. And for those who are just joining us, there's a lot of OpTic fans out there. 1st to 6, we take turns attacking and defending. Hey, is that Woody? Front row, crazy. Vegas, we've seen it all. It's only day 1. Into the search we go though, Chance. Anything crazy that we're looking out for here? We've seen nade spots, we've seen some different wallbang positions. Is there anything new you're looking for?
Well, I certainly know on Mercado I'm going to be very in tune to the number of nade kills that are coming through, but obviously the B hits potentially as well. If you have no research on the side of Boston with this new team and on a map like this, a lot of opportunities to be creative.
Oh, exciting to see. We'll see what happens in a moment, but first and foremost, we sat down with Snoopy at his very first ever major tournament. Let's see how it went.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people have compared me to Shotzzy, and I mean that's pretty crazy because I mean Shotzzy a world champ, he's won a lot of things. So I mean, I'm happy about people comparing me to him, but I don't know. I mean, I just want to be the best version of myself, so I want to be the Snoopy, and I'll try to prove myself.
He wants to be the Snoopy indeed. Well, tremendous pressure on the young man's shoulders coming into this series, Chance. And this was his stats and challenges. The pressure is on. Will he become that diamond?
And obviously looking at those stats, and it's something that Nameless touched on the desk, search and destroy is sort of what he's known for. That is where he's looked his strongest, and obviously this is exactly the map where he needs to bounce back. And you know how it goes with the aggro Vaznevs on Mercado. Those first bloods are going to come through at a rapid fire pace all over that cantina building, and it sets the tone. So he's got to pay attention to, he's got to square up. Unfortunately, against the world champion Shotzzy, there is no taller task.
Here we go into Mercado Las Almas, search and destroy. Map number 2 here in our winners round 1 of the 2023 Call of Duty League Championship. Well, this should be a fun one indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the stats this season again, a very different sample size, a very different look, especially for Boston, a new roster. Snoopy's in. Let's see what he brings to Search.
And I just got to say, that 58% for the First Bloods, especially in one round where the nades are coming through, you get access early off the map. Interesting timing, though. You see Boston delayed their nades, but not able to connect. You're vying for map control. Snoopy sent in for the kill. Gets away, but not for long enough. That's Huke for 2.
Huke gets 2. Owakening manages to slow him down just a moment. It's now a 2v3. OpTic Texas, man advantage, and the bomb down.
I mean, hey, you like the aggressive strat, but OpTic just there to pick it apart. You got the man advantage bomb down. This is incredibly difficult to try and retake, especially with 2 TAC 56 players. Beans and Owakening need some magic.
Yeah, we're not going to see trophy systems anytime soon. Less than 30 seconds to go. Oh, Beans has a snipe. This might turn things around. We'll find out, though. He's got to do a little bit more than just take heads. He's got to absolutely run these players through. 20 seconds to go. Beans making his way forward. Awakening backing him up. Ghosty takes care of 1. All down to Awakening. Finds 1 kill. The clock ticking. OpTic now will play it safe. No way this round gets away from them. Even with Demon Joe shooting like that.
I mean, hey, he'll take the extra kill, but can't even go for the streaks. Gets shut down at the end, and that is a beautiful round 1 strat. Both teams waiting out the nades. I like the aggression from Boston. Snoopy trying to get in through the tunnel. He just gets sniffed out, and Huke sent in for the kill. So OpTic, no stranger to pushing the pace. Happy for the first round.
Strong shots either side. Didn't see anything with a snipe there from Beans. We have seen a lot of fantastic snipe play throughout the year here on Mercado. Beans, one of the players indeed that certainly wields the boomstick better than most. Let's find out what happens in round number 2. We swap sides. Breach now attacking.
I want to see if any of these nade kills actually come through. You got trophies out on one side and plenty of trophies out on the other. One player made it in Cantina from OpTic. Snoopy's got the square up, and that is a lot of protection. There's an OpTic player just above him.
Popping Huke, though. That OpTic player finds his first blood. Massive advantage now going to OpTic Texas. Then he popped. Kremp, though, heard him coming a mile away.
Hey, you'll take that trade. Now you just know all guns forward. And for the 3v3, tough angles to deal with, but plenty of time for Boston to work with.
Ghosty not letting anyone get into that bomb site. Oh, bad timing. Beans flies in, gets 2. Shotzzy gets 1 on the cross. Now it's a 1v2.
And you know he's going to be looking through this wall as well, potentially. Or he just wants to play it quick. He's popped the dead silence. He's moving around. And 2 players there from Boston to gun him down. Great reads out of Beans. Great reads for the 2v1. Making sure to stick together. Talk about that kill up top. When Huke gets in your top cantina, if you don't trade him out, that is a dire situation. Kremp delivers there and for the final kill. Nice little bounce back round.
Kremp does use his dead silence. He won't have that in the next round. But either way, you step into the wrong back alleyway there, Shotzzy. They took more than your wallet and your keys. They took the round. Here we go into the 3rd.
And it'll be fun to see what Boston wants to do on the attack, or OpTic rather, if they want to just consistently go with those A hits. That looks to be the case. So nades out, standard trap, but the nades are good enough to get that first blood.
Between knives and trophy systems, we nearly saw a double betrayal. Man advantage. Gone. Beans somehow managed to find 1 there. Technically 2 on the round. Oh, 3. Round nearly. Dashy now all alone. The 1v3. What can Bruce do?
Can't get anything done, man. That was so tough. I mean, that is a round from OpTic that starts off perfectly. So many nades rolling through. You force the team kill with the trophy, and then you just get jumped on. Awakening 5-2 in 3 rounds. You had Beans flying bottom cantina with attack 56. Boston, they are not playing with any fear in their hearts.
I think he blows up Kremp with the trophy, and he's like, uh-oh, I need to now fill that hole. That's the most important spot right now.
And you see the game plan, too. It was round 1. Snoopy flying through tunnel to go to bottom cantina. This time, Beans doing the exact same thing. So Breach, they are looking for the aggression. And maybe the aggression through the middle of the map. The sniper to look over, an opportunity to make a play.
Unfortunate team nade. Oh, so close. That one, not as much. Shotzzy, though, his bullets land. Awakening Beings find their respective kills. Man advantage, Boston.
And just like that, I mean, you miss 1 shot in Dashy. Now you're down a man because the trades are coming through. They have no intel on Huke. They haven't seen him yet in this round. But Snoopy right now in prime position to get a kill. There it is. Now a 1v3 for Huke.
Snoopy sneaks in under the radar, manages to catch himself 1. And the second, no. Huke stays alive. 1v3.
Talk about an opening as well. To get that kill for free and to get out with this much time. This is clutchable for Huke. He's got both weapons as well. maybe not quick enough to check the cross, so Boston Breach do have the intel game for the moment.
He's about to spot something. Here we go. 1v3 now down to a 1v1. Beans pops steady, looking to get things going. 30 seconds on the clock as Huke has done an incredible job, but unable to make the read. The aggression from Breach pays off.
And again, these moments at Champs are terrifying to see. I'm thinking Hotel when Shotzzy's behind enemy lines and Boston don't read the flank. I'm thinking when you're solo challenging Huke of all players in the middle of the tunnel to potentially throw things away. They clutch up that round, but you got to make sure that you stay nearly perfect against OpTic. But either way, another round on board. A lot of defenses have been rolling through.
Breach once again, once the A bomb site play doesn't work out, they hit B ASAP. See if it happens again. This time around, OpTic Texas, they will be on attack. Sniper in hand, the Beans once again. Beans not going to find a lot. All 4 members of OpTic now flying towards A.
And they have not changed the game plan at all from OpTic. Get all the nades out, go and dominate this A site. So they're trying once again, and pulling out the tack for this moment as well. Doesn't have a massive amount of support for the moment. Teammates starting to wrap back, get position as Kremp is going on the flank.
It's very slow and quiet here. Bit of a standoff. Kremp. The play is on. No dead silence. Wait for it. Runs into serious trouble. Shotzzy first blood.
I mean, they're just playing with them. Still have to clutch up in the 4v3. Look at everybody challenge at the same time. There to drop them a 2 versus 4. You just dominate that A site.
The classic 1-2-3 go. OpTic Texas pull it off magnificently. 4v2. Strong advantage here in the round. As Beans nearly catches out Dashy as he wildly throws himself towards that top side. Bomb planted. Here comes the attempted retake. Awakening finds one. Here's the challenge. The head's gone. Now it's a 2v1. Dashy with a reposition. Tags are in. 35 on the clock.
And Dashy shot, so you know that's the guy top cantina. Actually, Beans might not make the read. Wasn't sure who it was going to be. It's both players to his right side. The setup too clean. And OpTic Texas clutch up in the round.
Strong patience, teamwork. The communication had to be very crisp there. They trusted one another to get the play done. One more round, we're all tied up.
And I love the play from OpTic as well. They get control of the A side, but they don't make any moves. They don't get over aggressive. They read the flank, and they had 2 or 3 players ready for the chow. As soon as they take Kremp down, they hit the go button. Everybody flies out looking for the trades, and honestly, nothing to trade if you win your one. So OpTic, again, it is an aggressive map right now that we are having. Happy with the square up.
3-2. It's first to 6 here in Search and Destroy. And this time, we're going to B with the bomb.
And if you're going on the B hit right now, the question is, what can Shotzzy do in this situation?
Oh!
Gets away with his life. Well, for starters, and he's playing aggressive. Shotzzy, he's looking to jump and make the play. You're never going to read this, and he's playing so smart. High IQ from Shotzzy.
Incredibly high IQ. 1-2 players now identified. There's one. The second, Anthony Cuevas Castro, one of the greatest to do it right now in the league with plays like that.
And this is just looking free. Ghosty finds the pick as well, and it'll be a 1v4 attempt from Beans. Able to pick up a Vaznev, but not a lot of things to work with.
He is surrounded. 40 seconds on the clock as Beans does have Deddy to work with, but Ghosty will patience pay off. We will find out. There's the tags. Beans. I tell you what, son, there was a moment. That was the equalizer, 3-3.
Well, the real moment is when Beans is looking down the alley with the snipe and doesn't connect on the shot from Shotzzy. And I love that from Shotzzy. Most players will back up, reposition, get with their teammates. Shotzzy runs straight at you, gets in the corner, in position, and just picks you apart. It's not just the gunny, it's not just the movement. Shotzzy's got a big brain on him.
He gets the positive ID on 2 separate players. The only one unaccounted for was the player with the snipe, and he would have seen the glint. Huge play, 3-3, OpTic on offense.
They're just running straight through this time. All the nades have been delayed for Boston, so this time you just go in and dominate Cantina once again. There's another first blood for Huke.
Huke start things off with a bang, takes care of Snoopy, man advantage. Awakening Kremp, pruning the hedges so far. They're gonna hold that line, not let anyone cross.
And if it's a 3v4 for Boston, you might feel like you need to make a play. So OpTic are pumping the brakes, waiting for a flank to come through to see if Boston overcommit. And in the 3v4, Boston haven't, but still, to execute this round, OpTic are playing so patient, so clean.
They're waiting for the perfect opportunity. They're gonna try to make it now. Beans suppressing fire. The courtyard now full of OpTic players. Waiting for that moment. Kremp holding that angle. As soon as he sees Dashy appear, things might get going. Here we have the play. Huke flies in. Kremp finds 2. Can he take care of Dashy as well? Damage dealt. Kremp trying to stay alive. His teammates there to back him up. Here comes Shotzzy over the top. Can he get both? Shotzzy finds one. Shotzzy! What a win from Big Wake.
No, and what a win from Kremp as well. Gets the trade on Huke and is there to catch Ghosty off the bomb. You got big plays from Shotzzy. You got big plays from Kremp and Owakening, gunning 2 players down in that round. Stone cold on the main stage.
Here's a quick replay. Kremp's POV. Huke flies by. They line up for him. Ghosty unfortunately caught there as well. It was Owakening with a covering fire on Dashy. What a magnificent round from Breach.
And you got Beans pulling out the sniper again as well. They hit the middle of the map last time they pulled this off, and they're going to do it once again. Snoopy gets sent through tunnel. Again, the aggression tunnel, but again, for Huke, another first blood.
Whoa, it's a bit of a protracted gunfight from Kremp there. Somehow stays alive with bomb in hand and gets away. Owakening now trying to make something happen as the players are moving away from this one, but they have not accounted for Shotzzy. Eyes are on. Kremp taken care of. The trades are there. It's now a 2v3.
And you know that they were trying to wrap that back as well. So you see Dashy right now moving back towards mid. He can watch the cross towards B. And everyone else from OpTic, again, the patient game, they have been on point. They've got the crosses covered. They're in position to get the trades. But if you get picked, hard to trade the snipe, and there it is! Beans ties it up in a 2v2.
Now the problem now, what do you do if you're Boston? Do you take the bomb to A where the members of OpTic are? And it looks like that's what's happening. Over to B, we now go. Round the corner, fly. Huke only gets one. It's a 1v1. Beans v Ghosty, 30 seconds on the clock.
2 rookies going at it. And right now for Beans, he is running out of time. Good news is he has bomb. And he's going to be able to get this down. Ghosty not going to check it in time. A true 1 versus 1.
Dead silence now complete. Beans now making his way forward, thundering into the fight! All Ghosty had to do was wait. And the loud, thunderous footsteps as he splashed through that puddle and splashed into the equalizer. 4-4.
And make no mistake, both of these teams feel like they need this map. Boston on hotel control have been 5-0 perfect throughout this past stage. You do not want to give them a tied-up series going into Game 3. Both of these teams hungry for Mercado.
Pressure rising for our rookies. The deeper we get into this map, the higher the heart rates go. Dashy with a snipe.
Got him.
Beans wins that first blood.
That is such a big moment, but now Shotzzy gets caught as well. Boston bounced back just like that. And look, you got the timing on Huke. You don't get slayed out like that, and you know where he is. Fly at this man and kill him. Boston Breach, an instant round.
Map point. Boston Breach, a lightning round from them. 2 snipes from Beans. That first opening blood changes everything.
These guys have been on point as well. You have double digits for Beans. You might be the same right now from Owakening, and you win the sniper battle against Dashy. So much value Beans provides in Search and Destroy.
Fast hits from Huke, not able to make anything happen. Now we go to a dire moment. OpTic Texas. We test their resolve. Can they tie it up once again? They've been trailing in the search so far, and this time the bomb to B.
And we saw what happened last time. Shotzzy picked them apart. It's a different angle right now for the MVP of champs, but he's dealing with them all again. It's Shotzzy. It's here to take as many as you can down. He's already done his job. He has kept you at bay. Shotzzy is built different.
1 kill might be enough. Can Beans find number 13? Here's the check. Rips Huke. 3v3.
And you can hold this as well. Right now you have Owakening just looking out for Shotzzy on the chow, but eventually they just want to double back, reposition. And I think OpTic might be reading this, right? If Beans gets left on the flank, you still have guys like Dashy worried about that A bomb site, so this is a 50-50 call, but OpTic Texas right now fully prepared for this roto.
Dashy's got a very important job. He has eyes on the small cross. The tiniest of angles there from that teeny little Christmas tree. We'll see if Christmas comes early. Owakening and Beans now through the top side of Cantina. Here's the check. Less than 30 seconds to go. Eyes on 1, eyes on the second. Here comes the hit as Kremp finds his kill in mid. Owakening on the bomb. Here comes Dashy, springs to life. Oh, shoot. It's all down to Dashy. He might be in a bit of trouble. They've got to find him and deal with him ASAP. 15 seconds. Bomb being planted at B. You kill Dashy, you win the map.
Oh, there's nothing he can do. Kremp out here making MVP caliber plays. We didn't catch it, but Kremp just went and dominated that round.
There we go, Boston tie the series up. Nerves of steel, despite what was honestly quite a one-sided map one after the halfway mark, but we have a series in our hands. OpTic Texas, Boston Breach, 1-1.
And look, we talk about how this is Snoopy's debut. Kremp also a rookie. You have Beans, also a rookie. This is their first chance against OpTic. You get picked apart on map 1 and you bounce back like that. That is unreal. And more importantly, 2 first bloods and the map win.
That's a very interesting stat. 13-6 as well for Beans. The snipe certainly paid off for him there. Boston Breach, Ricardo Las Almas goes their way. But now we go to Hotel, we play Control. Totally different game mode. Things, I mean, at this point in time, you flip the coin. Whatever happens, happens. We got a series in our hands.
I mean, look, for Boston throughout the stage, they have been perfect on Hotel Control, obviously with a different roster, but it has been Beans and Awakening absolutely shooting. Literally have not dropped a single round of defense on this map. Boston in prime position to take advantage in the series.
We'll see if that happens here at Champs, because let's face it, friends, in Vegas, all bets are off. We'll find out how the Control on Hotel goes after this break. Don't go too far. This is the Call of Duty League.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL. The CDL is brought to you by your favorite Orange Bandicoot. Pre-order Crash Team Rumble today. Available June 20th.
We are back, tied up 1-1 here in our winners bracket 1 matchup. OpTic Texas taking on Boston Breach. Woo! Las Vegas has been a delight so far. We've got some fun plays ahead of us. We've got a big replay there of a massive two-piece from Kremp that won in the round.
I mean, Kremp is picking up two pieces all over the place, but this is in the middle of the map. Shotzzy, who is a menace over towards the B site, just gets caught, and then no trades to come through. Ghosty thinking about the snake, Kremp thinking about the gunny. 28 HP, and that kill wins them the round.
20 seconds on the clock as well. You certainly change things after a play like that. Kudos to Boston Breach. We will be seeing a Fortress hardpoint at the very least now. We play control on Hotel after this one. Chance, how are we leaning, brother? Which way we dress it?
This is why it's so difficult to tell, because Snoopy is the new man on the roster. If it was the Boston Breach of old, honestly, I'd be pretty confident for him going in because of how clean that they have been. But I think at this point, it is guesswork. It was a grueler, a battle on Mercado. I kind of think it's going to be the same thing on Hotel because, again, in this lobby, everybody is shooting.
Everybody's shooting real good. We'll find out how good, though, in a moment. Of course, that control game on Hotel coming up after this one. One team has to take the lead in the series. After that, we play Fortress hardpoint. That's going to be a spicy one as well. We're seeing that no matter what. How do we feel about that?
I mean, okay, so you have to lean OpTic for that one. They have like an 8-1 record when they've played with this roster, so they have been godlike on aBeZy, but still, it is the cracked out players on Boston on a map like aBeZy. You never know. You set up a spawn trap, magical things can happen. So I'm very excited and happy that we get to see a map 4 for these teams, but you gotta get there first, gotta get through this Hotel control. And on the Røkkr front, kind of 50-50, but it is the defense where Boston have set themselves apart. Again, perfect on defense. All throughout the stage, they get it to round 1.
Here we go. Round 1. Fight. As Kremp and Snoopy find their kills, OpTic Texas will be attacking these two zones first. Here in control, 30 lives either side. Get rid of the lives or get rid of the zones. Your pick on offense.
And good luck with this, right? If you're trying to deal with two players on the God heading for OpTic, they're already forced to pump the brakes. 30 seconds have gone by in this round. There have only been 2 gunfights, and it looks like gunfight number 3, maybe not going to go their way. Shotzzy actually finds it. So much damage being done right now, and OpTic somehow might turn this into an opening.
Oh, that's 3 down. Over to B we go. Looking for the stack. Only Ghosty for now. Shotzzy finds another kill. Space to work with. 3 members of OpTic on B. That zone is going to vanish. Wait a minute, Beans with the nade. Awakening now making his way forward. 2 segments gone. It's not over yet. Here comes the hit. Ghosty stays alive. And there's it. Awakening gets in. Stops the capture. B remains.
Oh, they catch Huke as well. I'll say, though, from OpTic, they will take that situation, get 2 ticks, and still applying the pressure. Shotzzy at least has an opportunity to be annoying, and right now played for the kills or force him back on time, but for Boston, nobody's in position. Shotzzy with 1 gunfight. He got this B zone.
Gets the B zone captured. An additional minute to play. 21 lives either side and 140 on the clock. Over to A we go.
Yeah, talk about the test on defense as well. Shotzzy just forces the action out over towards A. Much more difficult to defend. Beanzo, that is a nice start to get the 2-piece. There's going to be a grueler of a round.
Shotzzy gets in. What was that kill, son? Snoopy flying forward. Kremp cleans kitchen. Dashy at the back door, trying to make sure he keeps in position here for his boys. Nades are in. Lovely damage there. Delta Snoopy takes care of business. 16 lives now for OpTic Texas on attack, and they are not giving up kitchen without a fight.
And as soon as you get kitchen on the attack, you feel so much better about your chances. Win a couple of these gunfights, and Boston will spawn so far away.
Hold the line though, Dashy finds a second. Snoopy with the trades, he pushes forward now. That makes things tough for OpTic. Can they get onto the point and stop the clock?
I mean, they're just setting up for the kills again. Another wipe. That player is going to spawn so far out of the action. Beans, a massive trade for the moment, but OpTic right now, they can pour it on.
Flying on, 1 life difference. Keeping the capture alive. Numbers still good. Here comes Snoopy once again. Can he take care of Ghosty? No, he cannot. Over to Awakening, next man here for Boston Breach, and again, nobody on this point. We're still playing for kills here, either side. OpTic trail by 2.
Oh, staying alive right on those stairs. Ghosty doesn't care. It is Champ's time. He is ready for these kills.
Here they come. Reinforcements on their way. The stack is there. 3 members of OpTic in. It's going to go real quick. 29 on the clock. Get him off, and you feel real good about your chances. Second segment gone. Here come Breach, flying forward. Shotzzy holding it down. Huke finds another. That's the round.
First round of defense, Boston have lost in about a month. They have been so clean, but right there, especially on that B zone, Shotzzy picks them apart. Literally, off the jump, the first 2 kills go for Boston. They get the perfect setup on the map. Shotzzy's one shot as he's descending from the top catwalk, somehow finds a kill in consistent big plays over towards B. So much more difficult to defend that A zone. That is a hell of a way for OpTic to start this map.
Lovely start. A little bit of discourse there on stage between Boss and Breach. Attacking round for them now. Forward, they will fly towards A and B. It's first to 3 here in control. There's one. Whoa! Lordy, Huke nearly getting them both. Nice opening. Ghosty on a 5 spree. One more kill, and he gets a cruise missile to play with.
I mean, yeah, trades all over the place right now, but for Boston, it's not going to work with that B hit off of the rip. Forced to reposition and start to work this A zone, and they're taking their time to make this happen. And if you give Shotzzy a little bit of time to work with, this is where he starts to dance.
Oh, Ghosty did get kill number 6. He has the cruise. Oh, who can't get any more? Flying out of kitchen. Shotzzy finds 1. Shotzzy can't get the second. Snoopy now manages to get onto A. Stops the clock at 48.
Wow. That's a 7 spree as well. So Ghosty gun is hot. This man loves himself from steps. And right now for Boston, again, forced to go towards this A zone. They are not having a good time when they're trying to get there.
8 spree from Ghosty. Still capturing A. Boston Breach slow and steady. Shotzzy stops it. He's going to be able to drain the segment as well and keep the defensive play alive. There's only 30 seconds remaining on the round.
I mean, this is just suffocating. OpTic right now, even sending 2 players over towards B just as a safety net because they've been so dominant on this side of the map. Boston, they cannot create anything right now.
We're in the red now. 15 seconds to go. Shotzzy on a 3. Flying forward. Leading the players off the point. Damage dealt. A lot of information passed over. Final 10. This is a last-ditch attempt here in the round for Boston Breach.
And if you're OpTic, though, you absolutely chow. You set up and try to get them off this time because the clock is that low. Obviously, you have the positioning right now, but here's the hit coming through.
Here we go. 2 to the front. Huke finds 1. Trades are done. Boston still holding it together. The play not finished just yet, though. Shotzzy will call it. He'll run. Take care of that later. A captured. 1 minute to go.
You give it the attempt. If the kills don't go your way, you make sure you play safe over towards that B zone. So OpTic, again, they just delve back into the perfect setup. 2 players pushed out towards bed. 2 players worried about the flank. Looks like Boston, everybody's going to be going around on this flank to try to break it down.
Scary moment for both teams. 1 clean wave of kills. Boston Breach, and they'll be able to get the capture. Trade's done. 3v3 on the play alive right now. Slow on the approach.
And if you're slow on the approach, you got to be worried about the guys coming off spawn as well. So reading the spawners, never easy. Going through for gunfights like this, but you got Snoopy and Kremp rolling through. They get the first 2, now you jump on the zone.
That's 2, time to fly on the zone. Clear out the bed side of the map. Awakening's gonna do what he can over there. It's Huke and Shotzzy on that side. Reinforcements from OpTic far away. Here comes the cruise from Ghosty, trying to clear the point. Will there be a trophy there? No need. There's a 3rd. 25 to go.
And now the question from OpTic, it is only Snoopy behind enemy lines, the only guy right now that can try to find the opening and make the play. And 2 players right now from OpTic turn, actually 3 turn right back. Huke's winning gunfights in the meantime. Trades all over the place. OpTic still with the advantage, but here comes Snoopy.
Snoopy's still here. Can he keep the capture going? No, can't account for Huke. Final 5 seconds, and there's only 6 lives to Breach. No one that close as Kremp taken care of. OpTic, another strong round. Map point, OpTic Texas.
And you had Huke so resilient on the defensive end, goes on a 5 spree to end this round. If he doesn't pick up a couple of those kills, and there's a 2-piece that comes through, Boston might have been able to make something happen. But clean on defense, they played it safe, they got the job done. 2-0 lead right now, OpTic Texas in respawn on cruise control.
See how strong and how capable they are to close out a control 3-0. We don't see too many of those throughout the season. We haven't yet. And champs, we'll see how different it can be. Boston Breach now looking for the comeback. They'll be on defense here in the round. Stay alive for 1:20, and you're all good. But so far, not a great start.
Oh, they're trying to get aggressive. That means Huke's going to be able to fly. Oh! The instant 2-piece snapping like that.
Damage dealt. Onto the point we go. Huke trying to hold it down alone. Reinforcements on their way from both sides. Boston have got numbers. Snoopy flies, gets 2 of his own. What a bounce back from Breach.
Nice little battle. You strike on one end, you strike back on the other. Shotzzy, he'll nade anything. He knows more than I do. If he does something like that, I just feel like he knows.
He was getting his own trade there. Gets one up front. 15 and 8 so far. The capture on A as Huke has been decisive so far in these opening attacks. Two-man stack on A.
Yo, Dashy and Snoopy, by the way, just did a 360 battle for the gunny win. So Snoopy's gonna take him down. That is an opportunity to try to swarm over towards A, but it's gonna be too difficult to get through. You have Shotzzy 16 and 8. Impossible to weed out.
Moving like this. Beans! Oh, one bullet would have made the difference. Now a minute to the game clock. OpTic Texas capture B, and the map is complete. We go to Fortress. Can breach, hold on, and force another round.
And this is just so much time from OpTic to work with to try to approach this B zone. Right now, it's only Kremp that's made it towards bedroom, and
oh my God,
the reinforcements are not living for long. Huke again, another 5 spree.
The nuke cleans house. Shotzzy can't get anywhere out of top bed. Kremp stays alive. Now Ghosty's in trouble. Beans back at it as both teams going blow for blow here on the B zone.
Kremp making moves too, but Huke, man, he is snapping in this moment. That is a terrifying sight when Huke is frying like this. And OpTic, there's the first 2 kills. You know Kremp is behind you, but other than that, it's only 1 player off spawn.
No pressure relief whatsoever. Kremp is still in bedroom side. He will be the insurance policy for his teammates. Huke
got him.
Cleans him out. It's done. An open field now. Fly forward. If you're OpTic, get on that point. Stack it up. Awakening from lobby, trying to clear house, and that's it. Everyone from OpTic dead. 1 minute to go.
Boston don't know the spawns, though. No one's able to cross out towards the bedroom. They don't know how quick this pressure is going to be there. So this is nothing but 50-50 gunfights. If OpTic get a wipe, the round is going to be theirs.
He's got to go big. He's got to find a couple here. Awakening gets 1. There's 45 seconds to go. OpTic now with a pinch. Pressure on towards the B zone. Shotzzy's going to be in there. That's going to cause a lot of problems. Awakening, though, no problem for him. The line holds. 35 on the clock.
Yeah, not a single trade to be found. A bunch of solo chows from OpTic, and now you only have 30 seconds left. That gives you 1 good hit to try to work together, but you get caught sprinting. That is just going to slow you down so much. 22 seconds on the clock.
8 lives apiece, though. 20 seconds. Anything can happen. Again, 1 wave of kills for either team, and this one is done. Snoopy on the stairs. Here comes 1. Finds it. Tags are in. The second chow. Can Snoopy win it? Gets them both. Defensive holds there. Shotzzy manages to get another point. Can he get his 3rd in a row? Here comes the teamwork, though, from Boston. Flying in. 1 segment cleaned up. Shotzzy somehow manages to get his. Oh, the hip fire's there. 8 seconds. Huke's on the zone.
And it's a 2v4. No respawns remaining. You get to the point. It is a 2v3 now clutch. Boston are desperate for.
Boston got to fly forward. Beans has to kill Huke. Can he get it? No! Dashy gets him. It's all down to Big Wake. He finds 1, 2. It's done. Nerves of steel as OpTic Texas cut down breach 3-0 in control.
Advantage in the series, momentum now on their side. And make no mistake, very few rounds this year have ended on lives. We said it at the start, we'll say it again. These 2 teams are challenged. The number of 2 pieces, Huke was picking up like crazy. That Kremp and Beans were responding to a back and forth battle, but OpTic simply too much to handle. And Kremp 8 and 20. I mean, he had a lot of assists on board, but he was suffering in game 3.
What a vicious game of control. The Hotel Heroes, Boston Breach, not found here at Champs. They do a wonderful job there with a 3-0 in less than 10 minutes. We don't see many controls go that short. Wow, what a matchup so far. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at the highlights here. And then we're going to gingerly dive over towards aBeZy Fortress. Chance, what a banger of a series.
Yeah, so I mean, that is quite literally the ultimate chow map. So it's going to be exciting to watch. But I know like a pain point for Boston, never a mechanical skill, has never been the issue for this team. It's sort of like that veteran presence, making the heads-up plays. I'm seeing on the Hotel hardpoint, Shotzzy getting behind enemy lines and Boston not making the reads. That is 2 rounds on offense from OpTic where they're just making the big plays on the B zone, and the heads-up gameplay is simply not there for Boston. So it is a pain point. This many rookies on the main stage right now throwing Snoopy in just a shark-infested waters. They're close, but it is so tough to survive, and now you're down 2-1. You need the bounce back. That is a task and a half that you're dealt with.
Oh, everything, anything and everything you could hope for here at Champs, it will happen. OpTic fans rejoice after that third round, stolen from the jaws of defeat. Happy for it indeed. We are not done yet though. Frustration for Breach. Still in a very difficult period for the team. Chance a lot of growing pains. And what could have been a boob series might just be an oboob if OpTic can have their way.
Well, this is going to be an interesting map as well, because obviously the hotel control you were looking at as a potential advantage for Boston because of how clean they have been. Well, the only clear-cut advantage they have now on Embassy Search and Destroy, I think they're 2-0 against OpTic on the year. They have a better record at 7-3. What Boston don't have is 3 rings as a coach.
3 rings as a coach now. I would love to know what David is saying right now. Karma on one side of the stage, on the other side, Zed, been with Boston Breach since the start of the season. Ups and downs for that roster, for that squad. We'll see if they can't pull it out here. The Chow map coming up, Fortress, a very small map. Submachine gun players love it. Tight corners, plenty of play space available. We are going to see a lot of kills in this next map, friends.
And again, for the Embassy Map 5, I'm not saying Boston clear-cut edge. It's still going to be a battle if they get there, but they have been strong on that map all year long. So OpTic want to take them down on Fortress. They are 8-1 with Ghosty. They have been dominant on this map. I mean, winning it by an average of like 100 points plus. Incredibly consistent. The last time they played it, though, they took a loss to Florida. On the flip side for Boston, they've lost Outbacker Fortress Hardpoint 8 times in a row. So many of these games have come down to P1. They are losing on the tight final moments time and time again. They have had 2 weeks to prepare for this very moment. Does not make it easy, but it is going to be such a fun map to watch.
You've seen the first hardpoint, P1, behind the sort of white truck, has been the bane of Boston Breach here on Albagra. Will it be the case here? You've had plenty of time, as you said, Chance, all the video in the world. Match point, OpTic Texas, we roll now into Fortress Hardpoint. Let's get it. How we doing, Vegas? We good? I love to hear it. Let's see how this one goes. Should be an absolute treat.
Yeah, again, first on the hold percent rate from OpTic, the 8-3. A couple of those losses were very early on. The plus minus is completely absurd for OpTic Texas. How much they love to see this map in a situation like this. OpTic, it has been their bread and butter, but again for Boston, they knew what map they were going to see. They have had 2 weeks to prepare. But more good news from OpTic, they start on the good side.
Good side, bad side, it may not matter anymore. Snoopy, you traded out. As the game plan now for OpTic Texas, keep that position that Shotzzy's in here. Top left-hand side of the mini-map, hold on to it with an iron grip. Get what you can from the trucks here by Huke. But most importantly, do not let Breach over that side of the map.
Hey, at least Breach have gotten out. Kremp nearby as well. They just got all the kills. It looks like OpTic, at least a couple of these players should still be spawning on the deep left side, so they'll have a pinch for the moment. And right now, that is the important player on the back line. Ghosty needs to stay alive.
Crucial moment for Ghosty here. Dashy finding his fights across map. Spawn's getting a little bit crazy. OpTic are spawning on top hay side. A lot of pressure on towards this P1. Nice start for both teams, good time. But OpTic are about to run that scoreline up over top left.
Yeah, and you have OpTic again. Ghosty gets the kill, he does his job, he blocks the spawns, and he keeps his team in prime position. So long-term, OpTic in a good spot. Short-term, you got Awakening on a 5. That is not a player you want to get hot.
Starting to get going, Demon Joe. Will they be able to exercise here? Dashy can't get anything. Snoopy cuts his way forward. Now the pinch on towards the point. It's all in the Dan Ghosty alone here. 3 members of Breach from the back line. Fly forward. Who gets one? Reinforcements are there. Demon Joe, he's nearly left all alone, fighting for everything here. Can he get the streaks? Can he get the point? So far, OpTic have denied it all.
I mean, he wants this kill so bad, but now you got players rotating. This is so much time that OpTic gotten on B2. You got it, Chow. I know you want the cruise, but you need this time. Still, they haven't made it actually to the point. OpTic are still collecting. You wait so long to take the gunny. He might have gotten the streak, but OpTic are going to be secure on their rotation. Snoopy gets caught, and OpTic have a nice lead going into new.
Fly to the other side of the map now, over towards the Fountain Hardpoint. P3, as the players call it. We call it a pain in the arse to try to break. So far, OpTic have got themselves in first. That is a great spot to be in. Can Beans find his way forward now on the break.
And look, it's only Beans across enemy lines. You have Huke being the cutoff man, and hey, Beans at least deals with him. You open up the pressure and you call in the cruise, but if I had to guess, I bet there's a trophy.
Could be a trophy system there. I saw nades.
No!
The trophy gone! The cruise lands. Kremp makes his way forward. Snoopy from up high. It's the break is on. Can Shotzzy get them both? Shotzzy! Hard point break OpTic.
The bailout mechanic, your trophies were not on point, and well, the trophies continue to haunt you. And it's just nades. It is nades and cruise missiles right now, keeping Boston on this hill.
Throw him if you got him. Dashy brings a fresh trophy to the party. Ghosty on the front line. What a hard point there from OpTic. Nearly done though, as we go across map once again towards cannons. What a hard point so far.
I mean, honestly, I'd say for Boston, you'll take it just to cut your losses. That could have been so much more time. You're still down by 40. You're not in a good spot, but at least you have that rotation. Again, Beans right now, that cutoff man, getting all the intel for the team. He can set up the orchestration on the map.
Shotzzy going for the toes, doesn't get it. Beans is going to be there to cut him down. Brand new hardpoint open for business. It's cannons, and we're going to be firing in a moment. Can Beans get any more out of this life? No. Huke opens up an avenue of attack. Dead silence active now. He won't make a noise. He's able to move freely across the map and try to soften up the defenders. The rest of the team now through the front. This is a big moment for OpTic Texas.
Well, I think he got spotted on the cross, so a player's cornered up in the back, and Awakening, well, might not have known, but still there to gun him down. Boston right back in this game. This has been such a strong hold, and 15-3 out of Awakening. He might be playing for the kills, but he is making damn sure that he's getting them.
Makes himself untradeable in that corner. The trophy system's working overtime. Gets kill number 6. Another cruise. Kremp there in the feed as well. Final 10 on cannons gone. And Boston breach. It was damn near perfect. Now though, over towards the blacksmith we go. Open field, look out for that cruise missile.
Yeah, possibly going to use it actually. If he's putting himself in that deep of a corner, the investment going to be coming in straight away. Get the nades and tacks out on the point. Make sure the trophy can't have full effect, but not clean that time. OpTic still in the hill.
Missile defeated, OpTic still on the hill. Over to Awakening to find it. The job done with his gun this time. Lead change, OpTic Texas. They start to push forward. But so far, an incredibly close hard point.
I mean, you're just looking for the kills. You have OpTic that have been soaking around. Ghosty in his happy place, and Shotzzy for the cover, but a couple kills go your way, and it's a contest for the moment. Ghosty finally gets rooted out. Boston finally able to break towards this hill, but this has been a rotation, a nearly tied up game. This is the battle we were expecting.
He gets himself a firing spree, and all of a sudden things look a little different. OpTic, final 15, they're going to be able to soak up left of that blacksmith hill and look towards the Beans in a tough fight against Huke. Can't win it. Strong work from both squads. We take a sort of slight lull. Back to P1 we go. Quick reset.
And this is an opportunity. I know we had OpTic Texas earlier on, and now it is Boston turns going to a listen in.
He was on the green box, like,
I'll think he's in the truck. He's inside, upstairs. Three upstairs. Hurry up, throw shit over the cannon. I saw a cannon, one shot, watch it in the truck, one bullet. Single. Hold it if you can. They're on middle. They might point in the door. You guys. Yeah, three weak. Close way, I'll see three. You guys. Last last inch. One street. Three. Stop rails. Yo, slow the game down. Yeah, nice, I'm coming. We coming in front of our force. Nice. Looking close. He's Dashy. We have crash here. Yeah, you can be close corners. Shake your corners. There's big break here, boys. I'm in close. You can come on, guys. Ready?
Keep anything.
Okay, are you? We can go gate, guys. Go gate.
Yeah, I'm still got front. Still a close game, but very different sounds there from Boston Breach. Quite frantic. Things are getting a little bit dicey, and with good reason. Shotzzy in the gate. Finds one. Finds two. Shotzzy can't get all three, but that's enough damage dealt over to Ghosty now. An easy win from him from that position. Huke now on the reinforcements, soaking the fountain. OpTic Texas.
Yeah, look at that spawn from Shotzzy, by the way. Spawns right up in maps and is ready to get back in the action. So Boston desperate to try to break through, but they are getting shot in the front, shot in the back, and clean 4 in the feed, and OpTic Texas have dominated this hill.
Shotzzy starting to wind up, starting to get styling. Damage dealt. Snoopy was a big one. Couple kills go the way of Boston Breach, and once again over to Cannon. But this is 20 seconds, a perfect fountain hill out of OpTic Texas. Huge time from them. Boston will have full map control on the left-hand side, but here comes the hit. OpTic fly forward.
And this is looking insurmountable, right? Again, you're trying to keep everybody cut off. You got all the crosses covered, and right now, Boston have a good setup towards New. That's the good news. The bad news, you're down by 80, and Shotzzy already trying to break you down.
Trying to dance. Now you have to pick a corner, any corner. He could be anywhere right now. They've got no idea where Shotzzy is. I don't think he knows where they are either. He's shooting ghosts. Damage dealt. Beans is there. Can't get two. Trade's done. Once again, Breach. Solid cannon hold so far. For how long?
At light speed for the SMGs, and Dashy on the slow approach looking for these kills. So a standoff battle between him and Owakening. Damage being done, and Owakening not really challenged us yet. There to take him down. Kremp for 2. Ghosty gets wiped as well. You call on the Fountain Hill from OpTic. You respond right now for Boston. Fighting right now in this game.
Terrifying prospect right now. Boston Breach, next 20 seconds, likely to go their way. Snoopy has managed to once again infiltrate the lines of OpTic Texas. Finding kills all over the place. The contest there. We will not see the perfect 60, but Beans with the immediate bounce back into the time. Final 10. Rotation goes to OpTic though.
And that is a man right there that knows his spawns. You spawn up into death. Ghosty not happy for that one. And you're still set up towards New. The damage is being done, but still it is OpTic that's going to be in the hill first. This is great time for them to get. Snoopy though jumps in the hill, picks up a 2-piece. Boston, they are working this comeback.
The war on two fronts, so the pinch is there. You're never going to read this, are you, Kremp? Guns up, not enough. Shotzzy and Huke find the kills. Hard point break, OpTic Texas. Once again in control. It's over to Beans. A final break now to stay alive for Boston Breach here in the series.
Gotta get him out of the hill, and there he goes. You get the 2s, you get the man out, and you get yourself back inside. Ghosty though, cleaning them all up. Can't get Kremp, but you got the time. OpTic in prime position for the win.
This could be game. One more break from Boston. Can they pull it out once more? 20 now to go. 10 for the win. The contest as Demon Joe can't get any more. Final few moments. Snoopy, the last man alive for Breach, has to get these players off the point. Now looks for the contest. Snoopy's there. Will he be able to stay alive? The contest still, but it's Ghosty still keeping the play going. Huke from behind, and that will be game. OpTic make light work of the honeymoon period for Boston Breach. Despite the shenanigans in the search and destroy, they do look strong. The bounce back from Toronto so sorely needed. If you're an OpTic fan, you're feeling much better about that. Boston Breach, they will now move to the lower bracket.
Absolutely the biggest question we had from OpTic Texas just got answered. OpTic and aBeZy Fortune's hard point. Name a better duo. So dominant, so clean, and right back in form on those respawns. Loser Mercado, S&D, that's all right. That's a 50-50 map, you'll take it. 3-0 in the control, domination in the hard points. OpTic Texas, breathe that big sigh of relief.
What a sigh of relief as well. I mean, a lot of questions. Many folks worried about the performance we saw in Toronto. Questions about the players' health. Everything now looking a little squeaky clean. Aside from that surge, a 3-1 that they could be happy with the control performance as well. You don't see many 3-0s, and it really was a strong one. The final look at the stats there on aBeZy, it was a square up. Not a huge amount of work either side, but strong spawn play as well. A scoreline like that, without the kills, kudos to OpTic.
And I know at the major as well, Shotzzy and Huke were struggling to find that reaction on the map. Now right there, those two players absolutely flying.
There we go, a look at the series. If not for that surge, it would have been a very strong look from the boys of OpTic, but hey, a wonderful outing for them to start things off here at Champs 2023, a banger of a season. Will it be a banger of a closeout indeed? Well, so far, so good for the boys in green. For the other green team, for Boston, lower bracket awaits. For now though, Chance, I mean, Who knows? What a crazy first day we've had. We've still got more COD to play today, more teams coming out. It's been incredible. We've got a very fun interview on stage. Guy Blaze is ready with Shotzzy.
Thank you so much, Miles and Chance. Las Vegas, give it up to OpTic Texas as they take their first series. Shotzzy, immediately, I just want to ask you, how you feeling after getting this win at Champs?
Feeling good, man. I feel like the hardest one is always the first one, so I'm glad he got that one out of the way. Shout out to Boston. But yeah, we won. What? We won?
Yeah, you win 3-1. You send them down to the losers bracket, all right? Now, the next question I got to ask you is that after that, the loss there in Major 5, okay? Coming here, what was one of the biggest things you guys wanted to change here getting Champs?
I feel like our biggest thing is just focus on controls. I feel like that's one of our weaker game modes throughout the entire year, and honestly, ever since then, we've been slamming in control. So we're going to continue to do so this weekend. So yeah, just with our controls, yeah.
Yeah, you look good right there. Talk to me about your teammates, man. They look like they play well, okay? Gas them up a little bit, okay? What you so happy about with the squad?
We're a unit, man, and I feel like it's hard to find that in a team. These guys want to win. We do whatever it takes to win. We don't care about stats or anything like that. So yeah, we just want to win.
All right, man, I'm going to let you get back to winning. Any last-minute shout-outs you want to get to these guys who've been standing up cheering all day?
Shout out to the Green Wall, man. You guys go crazy. I love you guys.
That does it for me and Shotzzy on the stage. Chris, take it away.
You gotta love the young man rocking the shades. Clayster, you won a ring alongside him a few years back. Now he's here with OpTic Texas. Shotzzy and the crew bouncing back after a terrible Toronto. What'd they show you in this win?
Who has Shotzzy turned into, man? And I saw this guy when he just came over from Halo. He's a nice, quiet kid. Now he's got the sunglasses on, right? Feeling himself, enjoying himself. It's awesome to see the confidence in Shotzzy. And this OpTic squad, man, they're looking back to the form that we thought they should be in.
Ali, we just saw Nadeshot walking by. He's heading over to the Scump watch party. All the biggest names in Call of Duty are here this weekend. Who has shined the brightest on the stage, though, out of our first 3 matches? Who did you like in this series?
Whoa, we're going back to all 3 matches. Well, you know what? I said it was going to be down to the Jedis. It was the 2 green teams going at it, and we saw Huke, Skywalker. We saw the SMGs for OpTic Texas seriously turn up when they needed to. I'm glad that we saw the head side of the coin of OpTic Texas is not the tails.
All right, Nameless, let's take a look at some of the highlights and talk me through this performance because Boston bringing in a rookie. They take 1 map, but it's OpTic moving forward with a 3-1 victory.
Yeah, this is the OpTic that we thought we would see at Major 5. I was very impressed, honestly, by OpTic, especially in those hard points. The money hills, the focus that they had. You think about that hotel map 1. Kitchen, both times, played absolutely phenomenal. We went to the listen, we heard Ghosty making the fantastic comms. And then also when you talk about aBeZy, P3 rotation, locked it down. Both times, despite Awakening starting 17-3, some ridiculous stat line like that, OpTic still had the lead. The SMGs played so well throughout the series. As we talk about with OpTic, they are the backbone of this team. When they are performing, OpTic is going to find success.
And we got to take a look at your Scump play of the game. Boston kept it close, but it's the final moments as OpTic seals their first win of Champs. They lock up the last 20 points, and they get it from the youngster, Ghosty, coming in, leading the comms, and also lighting up that kill feed.
You can't ask for anything better. Putting a rookie in your team like Dan Ghosty and what he's done, I mean, he's got the kills, he's got the comms, and he's got the hill time. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better, well-rounded player. Again, I'm just happy to see him feeling better and showing us what he's capable of doing once again on the main stage.
Over 50 kills combining with the SMGs, though, and that is the story for me on day 1 for OpTic Texas. We look forward to their second round matchup. That'll be against New York, as we'll see that battle going down a little earlier than some people expected. Nameless, talk to me about this win, though. What does it mean for OpTic? You've been in their shoes. Now we get to see them walk away with their first dub.
Yeah, it's everything. I mean, you lost 3-0, 3-0 at that last tournament, right? You're compromised. I talked about bouncing back from that adversity. Well, this is a big-time win, right? There's a lot of pressure on that stage. You're going up against a rookie coming into it. If you lose that, you know what the narrative's about to be on all those social media platforms. So for OpTic to come out here, silence that, but also the SMGs to be the stars throughout it, everybody had their moments, but that is important, an important piece going forward for a run.
Before we take a look at the bracket here, I do want to check in on Boston, though. They caught everyone off guard. They bring in a rookie. They put Snoopy in the lineup. They wanted to see something different. Did they get what they wanted, Clayster? Did you like enough from the rookie today?
He dropped over 1.0. That's all you can really ask from somebody making their debut on a stage like Champs. He really popped off that first hardpoint when as soon as he started moving, I was like, oh, wow, this guy is going. Like, he honestly played how he has online, which I was very, very surprised about because normally people slow down a little bit when they get to land when they're playing in these matches at Champs. he was going. And hey, you need to do that. You need to play to your strengths.
Well, he's going to have everyone from the Challengers community cheering him on as Boston continues in our elimination bracket. Let's take a look at where we're at right now in this tournament. 3 teams moving on into our winners round 2. FaZe waiting for the last victor of Toronto or LA. And you can see down at the bottom, our elimination bracket already shaping up. Breach taking on Røkkr to kick things off.
Yeah, the desk is 3 for 3 on the day. Maybe we can go 4 for 4. And what that says is that the teams that, you know, a lot of us expected to do well are actually performing. So we're following the script a little too well, and I'm hoping for maybe a little bit more upset potential heading into the rest of this weekend.
This, of course, is our Call of Duty League Championship weekend, but it's not the only competition. World Series of Warzone is back. It's bigger, it's badder than ever, Nameless, and it all starts June 23rd. So head on over to worldseriesofwarzone.com to sign up today.
Yeah, man, you know, just working with Warzone. The community's merging together. It's absolutely fantastic to see. I've been playing some Warzone ranked recently. It's pretty fun.
Can I play in this?
I hope so. Clay, put me on your team and carry me to the bank. Let's take a look at how you get involved if you haven't already. Fall COD Esports. It's your one-stop shop for all things World Series of Warzone and Challengers. Follow along on Twitter at COD_esports right now. We're heading to a break. When we come back, we got your 4th battle. Make some noise, Vegas, because when we come back, it's going to be the epic showdown you've all been waiting for.